Hello YouTube, what is up, Scar Army? How's it going? Eroktic here. I made a video a few days ago about 0.10 patch notes, and for those of you that do not know, we are gonna gain flea market into the game, which means you'll be able to trade your items with the another people. Flea market is gonna be a great thing to have in a game, because battle state is gonna be the middleman between two of the players. There is gonna be no more scams into the game, which means players are gonna dictate about the economy. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but the only important thing that you need to know is that better you're playing and the better items you're extracting out of a match, you can sell those items on a flea market, which means all of the quest items, modified weapons, modifications, etc. Now, what if I tell you that I know how to enter inside of a raid solo? And I'm not talking about offline mode, I'm talking about actual raid where everything that you loot you're gonna gain if you extract. And yes, this does exist in the game. If you do not believe me, I've done that 3 times in 3 different raids today on my live stream. In one of the raids I extracted over 750,000 rubles, and I think it is time for everyone to know how to do that. This is my guide, how to enter inside of a raid solo. First, there are a few things that I want to talk about, and I have to say that this is not the exploit, this is not the glitch, this is the actual game mechanic, but it is really unpopular. And the reason why I want to say this, so everyone can know how to do it, is just for the sake of the flea market. Because if I'm holding this secret for myself, I would be in that 1% of players that knows about this tactic, and I would be one of those people that are gonna run the monopoly over the flea market. I would be in that 1% of people with 99% of the survival chance, and rolling millions and millions of the rubles through the flea market. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm not the greedy son of a bitch, and I do not want that shit. I just want a balanced game. Without further ado, let's get started. So when you're ready to enter inside of the match and you click through all of those stuff, you're gonna see the list of people that are ready to enter inside of a customs on the left side. But you see, all of those people are not on the same server like you are. I'm on one server, this guy is on the Los Angeles server, this guy is in Moscow, this guy is in, I don't know, Australia, this guy is in China. All of those people that are right here are people that are in the lobby with you no matter in what server they are connected to. Which means you can play this game with whoever you want. But if you enter inside of the raid solo, you're gonna enter in that specific server that you picked up. And for those of you that do not know, by default, you're gonna pick up the server automatically. But if you click on the change server, you can pick up any server that you like. Right now my ping is messed up because I'm downloading the stuff, which means I cannot enter in any of those servers right now because my ping is way too big. Which means, if you have a normal ping, you can enter inside of every server that you wish. But if your ping is okay with the server, you can enter inside of that server and play the game. And if you're having it on the automatic, on default, it is gonna pick up the server with the smallest amount of a ping. I was not messing around with the VPN, so I cannot confirm it is your ping is gonna be lower if you're using VPN in the Asia to connect on their server, but that is not my point. My point is that there is 20 different servers, and there are 2 different night and day cycles, and there is 5 different maps, which means there is 200 open slots to enter inside of a raid. You see where I'm going? Let's make it simplified. There are 20 different servers with 2 night and day cycles, which is gonna give you 40 different servers per map. Which means all of those players that you see in the lobby can be connected in one of those 40 servers. Which means if you're smart enough and if you know how to pick specific server, you're gonna make your life much easier. I have tested out this type of a method 5 times. I have done these types of a cheese 5 raids. 2 were off stream, 3 were on stream. And this footage that you're watching right now in the background is the footage from my stream that happened today. Out of those 5 raids, I have encountered 2 PMCs. I have killed one guy looting the medical resort like myself, and the second guy was far away from me. I'm not saying that you're gonna enter inside of a dead server every single time, and that is not even my point. The whole point of this video is to expose how to enter inside of a raid so everyone can enter inside of all of those raids, and it is gonna drastically decrease the survival chance of those people that know how to do it. Anyways, from those 5 rounds, I have entered inside of a Moscow 2 server. Moscow 2 server was that server every single time when I entered inside of the match. But this is not the only way. I'm not saying nuke the goddamn Moscow server, populate it again, because there is no one playing over there. You need to think smart. If you're living in Europe and you can connect on the US server and vice versa, if the current time in the Europe is 3 or 4 AM, Europe server is gonna be dead. So if you're in the US, go on the European server and loot those dead servers over there. Even if you stumble upon someone, you're not gonna encounter squads, you're gonna encounter solo guys that cannot sleep. Same thing goes with the Europe and the US, same thing goes with the Russia and the US, same thing goes with the US and Russia. And there is a higher chance that you're gonna survive. Well, until now. For those of you that do not know, when the Shoreline expansion was announced, when we got that medical resort, I have made a video how to farm Shoreline with those 2 villas. I was literally doing hatchet runs on those 2 villas, and I was extracting insane amounts of a currency out. I made a tutorial to shut that cheese out, and overnight it became way too popular. I got bombarded by the dislikes of those people that knew about that cheese, and then even other content creators made the tutorials about those 2 villas, and then Battlestate nerfed one of those 2 villas. Villas got overpopulated because everyone knew about that, and I'm really hoping that same thing is gonna go with this cheese. And like I said, I'm exposing this because I do not wanna have those people that know about this type of a system to abuse the flea market. Because game is almost 2 years out now, and in the past 6 months, we have the ability to choose the servers. There are people that know how to do this for months. I accidentally stumbled upon this because I'm a streamer and I was switching the servers to avoid the stream snipers. This was not my main intention, but I'm glad that I figured out how to do it. I hope you guys do understand why I'm doing this type of a video. I'm gonna get a lot of curse words in the comment section down below because I expose this type of a method. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Eroktic out. I need to balance the economy, man. I need to balance the economy. With that guy that I'm gonna give, it is gonna balance it out. Because I just proved you. 2 raids in a row. I'm not gonna do that anymore because it's cheesy as fuck, but